Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Relapse Tackle. In this video we're going to be putting my new bag together. It doesn't come assembled, so we'll get that put together, get the fish finder and battery all installed in there. I do not have live scope yet, but I did get the large bag because I have a 9-inch screen, and just in case I can afford to get live scope later on, I'll have the room to install that in this, because this comes with the base and the bag. This is what I was using. Some of you probably saw those videos. So I made this piece of Lexan mount inside there, bent it, used the heat gun and formed that. The problem with the bag is this flap gets in the way of the hole in the ice, and then it's kind of hard to see because this sticks out and it's set back just a little bit and couldn't get the right angle on it. So I do like the fact that it was in a backpack and stuff. It was easy to carry around and stuff, but not ideal in all the situations. So I ended up buying the bag that's made for it. So and I could have went with a different brand bag, but I just stuck with the Garmin. So all right, well, let's get into it and see what's all involved. It looks like it's fairly simple to put together. So there's the bag, inside a bag. Set that aside. Get this cardboard out of here. It has all the hardware and stuff here, I guess. The handle, and this is also where you would mount your live scope. And the bottom of the base and the instructions. So we'll set this aside, and I'll leave a link in the description for all of these things, but I did write them all down on here, and that's without tax on anything, but I will leave a link in the description for all that stuff. So we'll slide this out of this bag. It's got a spot for the battery. I'm probably not even going to look at the instructions. Let's see here. That just clips down in there, those holes. Looks like they have straps for the battery. I'm not sure what all this is for. Probably looks like pieces for the live scope. Yep, those are for the live scope. So I need these 2 screws here and 2 nylocks, the longer ones, for the handle. And the nut will go on this side. The screw goes in here, and it has a spot where the nut won't turn. Go right into the plastic there. So you can just Need a screwdriver. That's it. Wish I had the live scope so I could put all of it together. But maybe someday I can afford that. So it's a Phillips screwdriver, number 2 Phillips. Alright. And honestly, between that and the battery, I put the wire on here for the charger. This is the charger. It's in the description. It has the light on there to indicate whether it's charged or not. And then it comes also with the alligator clips. I want to fish these down through. Put our battery in there. Sorry about the noise. That's probably pretty loud. But I'm wrapping that around, and then it has a spot in the back where the straps right here. I'm not gonna put my wires underneath there. What I'm doing is I'm pulling it so that that plastic piece is right about the corner, and it's fairly snug, and then goes back on the Velcro. There you have that part of it. Alright. Let me figure out put the rounded side out towards the front here. And then we need this bag of screws. It has 4 washers, 4 screws in it. And this, all of the hardware looks like it's all stainless steel, and even the threaded nut certs that are in here, those are all stainless steel as well. So it's pretty good quality. You want to get all the screws in first before tightening these down. I would not recommend using a drill. Just use the screwdriver on these things, because you don't want to put just a little too much torque on them and gall up the threads and wreck them. Alright, set that aside. We have our bag. So just got to get everything on the right sides of it. It's kind of difficult because it wants to fall into itself. I'm going to set it on its back, I think. Might be a little easier. To start with, and you can get to the battery through the back. It's really handy. Store your charger right here if you want, so you don't forget it when you go on a trip. Alright, and then the Garmin. I got these loosened up so that it'll slide on there. And the transducer, you actually, for the ice fishing transducer, you have to have an adapter. Son of a bitch. So you have to have this adapter. I had a rubber grommet on here from the other kit I put together. So put that one on there. I suppose it'll be easier to see. If I take this off. So I got the power. And the sonar, which is the orange. So you want to be on the orange one for the transducer. And then the power is very dirty. I need to put a couple connectors on there yet. And then you want to put the power in its spot as well. Make sure they're nice and snug. Don't want moisture in there. So power's red, and then the orange for the transducer. And then tighten these up. And then it's just tidying up all the wires around the bracket for the handle. Has those hooks on it, face opposite directions. Just wrap everything up so that things are not in the way, but leave yourself a little bit of cord so that you're able to adjust the tilt on this without pulling on the wires. And I need to get some connectors for this. Some spade connectors. You'll want to get spare fuses as well. Always run a fuse on them. And I'm going to wrap the transducer cord up around the handle part here so that it's easier to get to. I need a little bit more length, I can do that. And then it has this side pouch here. I'll probably just drop that in the side pouch when I'm not using it. This does not come with an arm to hold the transducer, but I do have the foam float. And then it's a good idea too to put the SD card in, and that goes in here. A 32 gig, and then it's a class 10 micro SD, the real little one. But that'll store all your maps and everything on it. And if your unit crashes for whatever reason, hopefully that card stores all that data. Cards can become corrupt too, so you kind of take a chance whether or not it's going to work or not, but you're better off having it than not having it. And then there's a magnet in there that helps hold that shut. There. And close it up. And then we can zip it up. And like I said, you can put your charger in the back there if you'd like. Wrap the cord back up a little bit. Drop it in there. That way you don't forget it at home when you go on a trip and you can't charge up your battery. Alright, and then as I'm using it on the ice, this is what I would do, is probably just tuck the top part of this back into the bag and then keep the cover inside there or in the back or something. Don't know yet, but it's hard to zip it back up one-handed, so I'm going to leave it like that. But I unplugged the transducer for now. And you can go through like the demo mode and stuff like that and play around with it, but I'm going to call this video good though. Thanks for watching. Tight lines.